Let's do a 8th mile. Kind of just a warm up. Okay, let's do this. 8th mile. We're going to go down to that sign down the street there. I don't know if you can see it. There's an icon aircraft sign on the right. That's exactly 1/8 of a mile from here. We're going to zip down here at about that 40 mile an hour sign. We've been seeing a cat, and hopefully he'll stay on his side of the road, as that's going to be no good. But anyway. Okay, 8th mile. One more time. Here we go. Set, go. Hey. All right, let's do this. Go. It's a great day. Hey, did you guys know what's right here too? You got aircraft and you got Schwinn bicycles right here. There's old Schwinn. That brings back some days for a lot of you, I bet. But just to let you guys know where we're at, we're on Cessna and Icon, and that sign up there is wrong because the street I'm on right there is Cessna. The street I just turned onto, this is Icon. And we got Icon aircraft. Sign is our 8th mile. So you guys can look this up. This is about as flat a street as you're going to find, so no real terrain advantages here. Actually, you get better times going the other way. That's why we're going this way. So anyway, this should be our last one of the day, maybe one more if they get a bad start. All right, you guys ready? We'll go on the movement. All right, everybody. Happy Wednesday to everybody. We're gonna have a little airplane noise here, so bear with me. Because we're by the airport, like we always are, because the shop's by the airport. Anyway, we did 8th miles today. I'm pretty happy with the way they turned out. Can it be better? Sure, it can be better. But did you see that? We pulled over 9,119 watts, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, in the final cut, we'll go back over it, but that's one battery, guys. One battery. Over 9,000 watts, one battery. Boy, we're going to slaughter it when we go 2 batteries. I mean, we're probably going to be in the 95s. Watch. Maybe we'll go higher. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, but we're smoking it. We're smoking it. We're getting pretty grip out of our, a lot of grip out of our tires, and that means a lot, especially pulling the 8th. Surprisingly, that start strength 2 seems to be, at this point, seems to be our biggest ripper here. So this is the backside of Icon aircraft. If you guys have been asking and wondering where it's at, here it is. Because I've seen a few people, hey, don't you live out there by Icon? And it's not too far. Our shop is right over here, just in that gray building down there. That's where our shop is at. So we are neighbors. So they got their own access to the airport and everything. So it's a pretty cool deal. The access point is in that in this. Here, let's go back around. Shit, I believe it's right. Right here. So that's the access point right there. You go down here and you just go right to the runway, and then you're off into the sky. You just go head out to the lake or head out to the bay, land on some water, man. pull out your fishing pole, do some fishing, fly back, land right there, drive it up onto your little trailer, and see, like one of these trailers over here, this second trailer. You fly it up and then roll it up to your second trailer, pull it up, latch it down, take it home, stick it in your garage. How cool is that, y'all? It's hella cool, man. So one day we're gonna do a thing with them, and because we know a lot of people, well, not in this group, but in other groups that I'm in, that have that disposable income. They have expressed a lot of interest in that. It's actually a Discord channel that I'm on, and they're the owners of companies and stuff that make and import e-bike parts. So they've been asking me, hey, do a video on Icon, do a video on Icon. They're in love with it. So hey, and good reason. I mean, we have actually at least one former Icon training instructor or pilot or something like that in our group. So yeah, he's I believe he's a wired owner. So yeah, he could tell you all about him. We are down here in this big old fucking gray building, and this is where I do my like my burnouts and stuff. I come down here and do that. So anybody that gets mad at me for doing burnouts and stuff, we rent this property. Let's put it this way: we rent a portion of this property right here. So we have a place in here. So I have just moved a bunch of stuff out of here, but this is where we do the runs. That's the 8th Mile Street, and this right here, this is where I take most of my shots for my bikes, my covers and stuff. I got these different textured backgrounds. I got light background, I got a textured background, and then you got the gray one you see in most of my my big shots we do here. And my shop is in here. I'm not showing you exactly which door, but yeah. So we're here, and it's usually pretty quiet out here. And we're on Icon Drive in Vacaville, California. If you guys want to like map our street or Google out our street and stuff like that, and check our elevations and our distance points and stuff like that, you can go right ahead and do that. So I know it's important for the few the keyboard wearers that really don't get out much, or for some guys that just aren't quite hitting it with their bikes. But I meet these guys and they go, I'm not hitting your speeds, and then I meet them in person in Sacramento. They're 260. I've lost weight. I used to be like almost 250, 248. I was at my highest in April, and I'm down to 220 now, and I'm feeling great. And you know what, guys? Cut out sugar. Just cut out sugar from your diet, and you don't have to do nothing else, dude. And weight just falls off your body, dude. It's so great. It's so great. I'm just gonna keep going too. I'm going down to like 180 and see what I look like. If I'm not too bad at 180, I'll just gonna stick it out there. When I used to ride competitively, I was 165 for like cross country downhill, and I felt good at that weight. It's just a little thin, but at 6'2", 165, that's thin. That's thin. But most cyclists are pretty thin. But I'm not a road guy. Road guys are even smaller. Heck, there's road guys out there 6'2", like 145, 140. They're like death. But anyway. So let me just give you a tour of what we do every day. So this is where I'm at most of the time, and you can fly on this road, but on the first patch of this road, there's a big divot in here, and if I know it's there every time. I should take the chalk out and mark the damn thing, but almost every time it gets me. Almost every morning, I'm not expecting it because I'm thinking about other stuff, and then bam, I hit it, and it's just like, oh man, it's like ruins your day. So we have this out here. We'll cruise up here, going back to the homestead. Not to the studio. The studio's in a different location. I'm going back to the actual house, like where I get up every morning. Got a nice little bakery here on the corner. They have a couple locations out here, Pure Grain. That's a great place to get a little bit of food. Their downtown location, everybody kind of meets for coffee down there. That's like we'll meet up at Pure Grain, or we'll hit Pete's out at the Nut Tree Center or something like that, and yeah, we'll do a little ride and things. So I do that, and I do meetups in Centennial, and we do that. So let's just take a cool two here today because we don't know what they're doing. Also got a new position for my microphone, so it's going to be interesting to see what the wind is like. So we're just going to head through here, and we'll get off here. Try not to get run over by all these big trucks out here. Hey, I'll tell you what, you ever come to Vacaville, California, you're going to find trucks, baby. And I'm not talking about just 4x4s and stuff, because those are plentiful. I'm talking about like people driving fifth wheels home, and you know, bobtails, and I mean all kinds of shit out here. I mean, it's crazy. It's like truck central, but it's country. People got horses, people have all kinds of stuff. Hey, believe it or not, this road actually gets patrolled by the sheriff's department, and it's a 25-mile-an-hour road, and they're sticklers out here. They'll light you up in a heartbeat. So I have never had any problem with them, but hey, who cares? Plus the people over here are really cool, and I don't want to go screaming by, so it's all good. I do sometimes, so, but I'm just heading home, so no big deal, no rush to get there. That big old mountain on top of that hill, we're going to take a ride. We're going to do it from here to there. There's little towers on the top there of that big mountain. And we're going to ride from here to the top of that mountain and back. And just a little bit more than leisurely ride up there. We'll just take it at the clip, you know, through town. We'll try to obey the speed signs, you know, on the 30s and the 40s and the 45-mile-an-hour streets to get there. We'll stick with those. Once we get on the mountain, though, we got to go slow because there are hairpin corners, and there's always like cattle trucks and horse trucks up there, and the last thing we want to do is spook somebody coming around a corner with a horse in the back, because I shit you not, there's people around here that have stupid expensive horses. Besides, you could get somebody killed too. So, you know, use your better judgment, man, because you're going to be responsible for that shit. So anyway, yeah, I'm really curious to see how this microphone position is going to hold up in this wind. Usually I have to ride a little slower to hear myself, but we'll see. We'll see what's going on. Oh. Well, dang, guys. That's like my whole commute home. Yeah. Horrible ass commute, right? And a long day at work. I mean, what we got now? It's 10:30 in the morning and I'm done. So now I just go edit. I go edit what I brought you today. And see if you guys like it. So what a day, man. It's a beautiful day. It's gonna be hot as hell today. It's well over 100 today. That's where it's going, because I know it's like 85 plus now. So if we're 100 by noon, yeah, you'd probably be like at least at this time of year, probably about 103 or 4 for the day. If it was in the middle of summer, let's say July sometime, if you're 100 by noon, you're going to be between 105 and 112. So, yeah, that's the one thing I don't like about this place is when summer shows up, it shows up hot. So I know that ain't nothing for you Phoenix people, but y'all live in a desert. Come on, man. So we're home. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off, and hopefully we can get some really good shots here. All right, y'all.